Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is February the 17th, 2023, and today the topic is great wisdom. Great wisdom, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I hope that you all had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. um, I do have an announcement to tell y'all, but unfortunately, one of the announcements that I have for y'all today is who's going to be on the show tonight. And I didn't write down the gentleman's name, but again, if y'all follow me on social media, then you may have already seen who it is. Shout out to brother Frank Johnson, brother New Frank, tuning in tonight, this morning. Hey, good morning to you, sir. Yeah, I didn't write down the man's name, so. But hey, y'all can tune in to him tonight. I mean, great conversation on GSL Talk Show, like always. So by all means, check him out. Check out the show tonight. And yeah, my apologies for not writing it down. I forgot all about it until I went live. Well, if I tell y'all about yesterday, I guess there's some exciting news on the table. Okay, so I know I've been kind of milking this with you all for the past few weeks or whatever, that there's endeavors on the table, X, Y, and Z. Well, one of them, I guess I feel led to go ahead and share it now, since it's pretty official. It's pretty official. Long story short, a few weeks ago, the church offered me a part-time position, y'all. Okay. Now, this is interesting. It's interesting because on one hand, it feels like it came out of the blue, out of nowhere. It's like, what? On the other hand, I put in to get a position at the church, maybe like a year or so ago or something like that. In the midst of that time when I'm like, oh, should I get a job? Should I not get a job? Y'all remember them days, I think. Well, I guess the Lord has made a way for me to get a position now. There's a lot of little different things that happen or whatever, but yeah, they call it the elementary coordinator position. Sounds very official. And yesterday I went and did a walkthrough or shadowing opportunity. So the lady that's currently, not say in a position, but I guess the lady that's going to be the person I check in with, was showing me basically the ropes of what she usually would do. And I guess they're kind of splitting up her position in a way to give her more availability to be across the board, I guess, with the different students and whatnot. Because, I mean, y'all know Mountain West is a pretty, well, it's not a mega church or nothing like that, but they have things pretty laid out in a way, I guess, a mega church possibly might do. I don't know how mega churches operate. But anyway, in regards to the kids, they have the kids split up. Like they have like elementary, they have the preschool, they have babies, like infants or whatnot, and then they have the what they call the students, which is above elementary age. And so I guess I'll be hanging out with the elementary kids and whatnot, and as the elementary coordinator, and it's a part-time position, but it seems like it's going to be a great fit for me and my life right now, which is so funny because I've been going back and forth because there's some other opportunities on the table as well. And I'm thinking like, oh, I'll try to do it all, but I guess with much thought and prayer, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it all. Not as is, like I had to kind of either renegotiate some things with another opportunity or whatever case is, but we'll talk about that whenever that time comes. But as of yesterday, I guess technically it's official because they've given me a key, they've given me a little mailbox, and I also filled out a form. So I mean, I guess that makes it all official. So I guess I'm technically the elementary coordinator at Mountain West Church now, y'all. So woo! So that's exciting. I mean, that's, I think again, it's a good fit. There's a lot of different things that make it a good fit in this season. It's a weekly opportunity to get compensation, so that's great. Um, it's part-time, so it doesn't take away from my other endeavors. And I can technically bring NJ. Because I get to pick a day during the week to come in and do like some during the week tasks. And I know on Thursday in particular, they have childcare available for, I guess, their staff or whatever the case is. But even if they don't have childcare, I can still bring him. It's not a situation where, oh, you can't bring him. And that really works for me right now because y'all know that we pretty much, have him with us or whatever the case is still. So hey, to God be the Lord for all things, y'all. Y'all know how I went back and forth, with this whole, should I get a job? Should I not get a job? What you want me to do, Lord? Da, 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 da. And then long story short, I guess the Lord that made a way out of no way and everything like that. So thank you to those that, I guess care and that's cheering me on right now and whatnot. Thank you all. And thank the Lord, thank the Lord for providing your girl an opportunity such as this. And I'll let y'all know if there's anything else going to get added to my plate. But as of right now, that's, I guess, one thing that is official. So, like I said, it's God be the glory. So that's the main thing that happened yesterday. I was there shadowing and whatnot, getting a feel of the position, or at least what will be taking place during the week. And yeah, getting to know a little bit of the staff, or getting to know them a little bit better, by observation mostly. But yeah, so that's how yesterday went for me, y'all. Afterwards NJ had a class and that went well as well. He remembers a lot of things after his class when you bribe him with candy. Thank you, new Frank. When I ask him, so what did you learn today? He surely tries his best to remember when you're going to give him a piece of candy for everything that he remembers. So it's good to have like gummy bears and whatnot at your disposal. Like you get 3 gummy bears if you tell me the 3 things you learned today. So it works and it helps him remember. But that was yesterday in a nutshell. So y'all, this morning I woke up at 12:42 and I was pretty much up ever since then. I did try my best to go to sleep in between then and 4. And I listened to the prayer meditation. I fell asleep on it. So I was like, I must need to get some rest. So I took about like 30 more minutes. So that's why I'm technically late to record today or right now. But at the same time, hey, a couple of y'all caught me live. So hey, that'll be, maybe I'm right on time. But basically 12:42 led me to Matthew 12:42 this morning when I looked it up in Google. And yes, it's an actual verse, y'all, not nothing from the Book of Mormon like yesterday. But anyway, the verse says, the queen of the south shall rise up in the judgment with this generation and shall condemn it, for she came from the uttermost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And behold, a greater than Solomon is here. So I don't know if that's pulp for y'all today or what, but that's something to think about. Basically, this is Jesus talking now. These were some red letters in the Bible. And it was saying that basically, what the Queen of the South did, or the Queen of Sheba, everything like that, with her coming to see Solomon for his wisdom, and greater than Solomon is here, and we're rejecting that wisdom, that's going to be used as, I guess, condemnation against us, or whatever the case is. So, I ended up studying great wisdom this morning, looking up verses centered around that. Honestly, again, y'all know I've been seeking some wisdom in regards to how to handle these situations in my life and, these different opportunities that are presenting themselves and everything like that. And I am, to be honest, I am kind of hesitant to give up the other opportunity because it's a great opportunity. And I just don't know, how to make it happen with the way things are currently in my life, right? And so, and before this opportunity at the church, it was the best opportunity. But now the church opportunity seems to be better than that one in regards to fitting in my life. But, still, right, I'm seeking the Lord for wisdom on how to handle all things. So who knows? Maybe if, even though I may not be able to fit it into the way things are in my life now, perhaps if I use wisdom, right, I'll be able to figure out a way to incorporate it later if the opportunity is still available to me, right? And so, I guess in all things, if you don't have wisdom, let's get some, right? Let's seek some and everything like that. I know these verses I'm getting ready to share are not new, but I'm gonna go and share them anyway. These are what stood out to me as I looked up great wisdom this morning. James 1:5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him. So again, I mean, if we want wisdom, we need to go to the one that has it. Lord knows I've been I've been like thinking and praying about everything. I'm like, Lord, what do you want me to do? And how do you want me to handle it? And all these different things. And you know, um, that's the most wise thing to do, I guess, in any situation. Rather than again leaning to our own understanding and just handling things our own way, because we might be too rash, right? Like for example, if I just continue to talk about my testimony here, right? Let's say I rashly because the quote unquote church didn't like respond to me a year ago when I put in for the job. And it wasn't this job, but it was some other job that was available then, right? And then when they offered me this opportunity, I was like, no, whatever. Y'all didn't hit me up last year. I would have blocked my own blessing right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, we need to use wisdom in all things. And if we, sometimes the best way to show wisdom is in silence, right? And not moving at all and just waiting on the Lord, right? I feel like I've been receiving that over the past few days as well, just kind of, handling things in the way that Jesus would in regards to like, everything don't need a response, everything don't need a rash judgment right then, right there. Sometimes it's better to take in information and then, respond accordingly or whatever, or seek the Lord for some wisdom on how to respond, right? So just saying, he's the one that got the wisdom, so we need to go to him. James 1:5. That's what I just read, I believe. So let's go to Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. I mean, again, it's a oldie but goodie. We know this verse already, right? But I guess it's just good to reflect on and good to remind ourselves of. Because again, there isn't a healthy fear of the Lord in these days and times. I think we already know that. A lot of us don't fear God. A lot of us put ourselves above God. I feel like I've been talking about that all week. But yeah, so I mean, that's the beginning of having some type of knowledge, fearing the Lord. Then, again, like when you think about people that, they don't want you to correct them, right? We talked about this yesterday, Lord. Okay, all right. Well, we're talking about how sometimes again we don't like to be rebuked. We don't like anything that's going to correct us or anything like that. Well, this is what the Bible says about people like this. It's like, if you despise instruction and wisdom, then the Bible here says fools do that, and so again, there's a lot to be said about biblically about wisdom and how there's plenty of us that are or seemingly to be wise, or we seem wise to ourselves, right? But then, I guess the Lord and the word shows us otherwise. So just saying, that's just a little something that's there to reflect on. So then Proverbs 16:16, it says, how much better to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding is to be chosen rather than silver. So there you go. I mean, I know we put a lot of I guess stake on money, right? We think about, maybe we even feel like, oh, those that are really wise, they have all the money, whatever the case is. But that's not necessarily the case. Yeah, that's not always necessarily the case. I mean, again, you can have all the money, but then still not have wisdom. You can have all the silver and the gold and whatnot and still not have an understanding, or you still may not fear the Lord and everything like that. And that says that that's the beginning of knowledge. So, all these things are good to reflect on. Again, these are just things that I came across when I looked up great wisdom this morning. You guys can go deeper and check out the verses in the go deeper section. There was one that stood out to me, and it's Ecclesiastes 7:12. And I felt led to go deeper, but I didn't read the verses around it just yet. Because again, by the time I woke back up and started and everything like that, I was like, I'm going to be real late. So let me just at least write it down. So let us all go deeper with that verse and check out Ecclesiastes 7:12 and see what the Lord has to show us with that one as well. But the Bible verse of today is Galatians 5:16. It says, what does it say? That this don't look right, but though, maybe, I don't know. Sorry, y'all can confirm that first word. Anyway, though I say then, no, see, well, maybe. Though I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. And yes, tonight on the GSL Talk Show. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Have a great Friday. Bye-bye. There you go, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice. I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Thank you so much for listening, watching, subscribing, sharing, all those wonderful things. Yeah, as for me today, am I going to chill? I'm debating because I'm supposed to go out tomorrow, have a little girl time. So I'm thinking about chilling today, but I'm like, I might need some extra funds for girl time. So I'm considering getting out there and hustling in the streets, even though I heard that the rain coming down earlier. So we'll see. We'll see. I guess I'll let y'all know what I decide to do. Thank you so much, sir. It says good show, good show. Thank you for tuning in and everything like that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Again, hopefully this conversation about wisdom just encouraged you and inspired you on different ways to, I guess, handle it, get it. However, excited for tomorrow. It'll be the first check-in in regards to the Juice Bible Study group. So I guess I'll let y'all know how that goes on Monday, because tomorrow's juice will be before that. So yeah, that's what's going on tomorrow. If I chill today, then maybe I'll finally have my self-care that I've been talking about for the past 4 days. Maybe I'll give myself a mani and a pedi if I don't go out and about today. But if I do go out and about today, then I might still be looking like this tomorrow morning. So we'll see. We're going to see what the Lord do. But I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited about the different opportunities that has presented itself. I'm excited to share with you all about this opportunity at the church. Again, it was unexpected. I kind of shared with you all briefly, at least a little bit about the process. But basically, long story short, what had happened was, now since I told y'all, I can give y'all, I guess, a few more details for those that care. Basically, when I was presenting the small groups, I was presenting my small groups at the small group takeover a few Sundays ago. And one of the one of the kids, well, I guess you consider him to be a pastor on the kids side. I don't know. But anyway, we had a chance to chit chat or whatever. And I guess my name had been in the mix or whatever. And so when he met me, he's like, "Oh, you're the one that blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did, he was like, "Oh, you submitted for a position like a long time ago." I'm like, "Yeah, but I was told that, they wasn't necessarily trying to hire people that worked at church or whatever." And I was okay. And, but he just was like, "Oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind." Da, 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 da. And then like a week later, man, I had started doing a small group or whatever. And next thing I know, here's this opportunity to be the elementary coordinator. So I'm like, okay, which is, again, I believe it's a new position. So I don't know if it was made just for me. It seemed like it. And yeah, so it'd be like 2 days out of the week. I mean, obviously Sunday. So I would have to be at every service on Sunday now. Which I mean, I was intending to be there on Sunday anyway. I mean, I was intending to be there as in the congregation, but I mean, hey, I don't know. I think the Lord probably has been showing me this, for a while now, because even when I would be in church, and I hadn't been, but how can I say this? I'm aware that there is a behind the scenes things that take place at church, but I would always just be in a congregation, so I never really got a look behind the scenes, other than like sometimes I would sit behind where they have the I guess gentleman that's running lights and things like that. But anyway, I would sit there because I would be able to see like when they put stuff on the screen. But anyway, so I don't know if the Lord had been kind of showing me that I would be behind the scenes. Because I would often think about it as I'll be in church and I would be thinking about what's going on behind the scenes. And I'd be like, okay, but I just figured it was the theatrical side of me. I know there's a backstage to the main stage show that people see. Like people will see the show, but then there's a lot of stuff going on backstage that makes the show happen. And I understand that as a performer, so I thought that's all I was thinking about. But hey, I mean, I guess I'm really backstage now. I was in the offices and stuff yesterday, seeing like the little nooks and crannies of how to get this place and that place. And I'm like, oh, interesting. So that's where that door leads to. Okay. Things like that. So it's really interesting and cool. On one hand, like I said, Wednesday has already become something as well, because I'm doing a small group on that day. And then I guess technically I'm doing childcare too. So that's a whole different position. So we gonna, hey, I don't know what the Lord is doing when it comes to me in the church and all that. I know I was telling my husband yesterday, I'm like, it seems like he's setting us some roots here in this area. Because I know my husband was like, well, what if we have to move? Because I was telling him about the other opportunity that I haven't told y'all about fully yet. And we're still debating about that one. And he just was like, well, what about, if we have to move? And I'm like, well, who knows? It might be a good opportunity for that other opportunity to expand. But if we have to move from here, then yeah, we will be kind of uprooting ourselves in regards to what has now been cultivated with, or at least with NJ and I, y'all gonna be praying for my husband to, join us, join us on this venture and whatnot. And he has visited and whatnot. It's not like he's never come, but obviously, little guy and I is getting a little bit more established, and NJ loves being there. He really do. And I just really seen the Lord moving, man. It's just crazy, because if I didn't take that Summer Sunday challenge for myself last year, when I was like, I'm going to challenge myself to go to church every Sunday this summer, me and NJ going, like, would we be here now? Would I have been in this opportunity now? I don't know. But to God be the glory for all things, man. I'm excited. I think it's a good fit. I know my husband was like, oh, it seems like a no-brainer. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, it does seem like a no-brainer, because there are a lot of things that, again, being able to take NJ with me is a huge plus. And then it's part-time, so it doesn't take away from anything I'm doing with GSL. I mean, I might have to change some of the days that I film, or change some of the times. But outside of that, I mean, I film the show sporadically anyway. Outside of this, y'all know I do this every day, but I filmed the talk show sporadically anyway. So that doesn't take away from that. And that's what I've been saying. I need things that's going to enhance what's currently established rather than take away from it. So yeah, man, it like I said, it feels real. I would show y'all the keys, but they're in my purse. And yeah, it was kind of crazy to, see my little name on one of the little mailboxes and stuff. So I'm excited to get to know the other people as well. So, we're going to see what the Lord do with all of this stuff, but it's feeling good. And so far, so good. But thank you all for celebrating with me. Thank you to those that care. Thank you for those that's been praying for your girl and whatnot as well. And hey, I guess this goes to show you, y'all, like, trust the Lord, with all aspects of your life. Because again, I was just here not long ago, sitting here talking about, Lord, should I get a job? Should I not get a job? And every time I would look and stuff, it seemed like doors kept closing, like, nope, nope, nope. And I'm like, okay, and then the Uber Eats door opened. So I was like, okay, that works. And then now this, so, which still is cool because even though now this might be like, from what I'm understanding, it'll be like a weekly situation. But even if I still wanted to make something extra, I could still get out there and do Uber Eats on the side, so it's like, it just works. It works thus far. And as for the other opportunities, we'll see what the Lord do. But I'm grateful for what's been established. And so, yeah, just saying, y'all, trust the Lord. You might get some favor too, you know what I'm saying? The unexpected blessings, look, abundance, 2023. That's what I've been saying all year. But all right, y'all. Well, I'll let y'all know how this day go. And I guess until then, y'all have a wonderful Friday. Let me see. Can I tell y'all, at least those that watch this, right? I can tell y'all what. Hold on. Let me check this real quick. Y'all about to hear behind the scenes. Good morning. I just recorded. Y'all, the behind the scenes stuff. Behind the scenes. Let me tell y'all who the guest is, because I feel so bad that I am just like slacking when it came to his promoting his episode. I'm like, oh, it's a guy. What is his name? I don't know. You know what? I think it's Jake Skisick. I think that's what it is. But I'm gonna check and see. And if I'm correct, I don't know. If I'm correct, I don't know what y'all think. I see some of y'all tuning in. If y'all want to say something while I'm here, I would love to shout y'all out and chit chat with y'all while I'm here or whatever. I'm just trying to upload this real quick, or at least save it so I don't lose it. And then let's see, who is the guest for this week? The guest for this week is, drum roll please, I believe that's the correct name. Something like that. Jake Skisick, I think. Let me see. I'm scrolling. Here it is. Okay. So it's Jason. Jason Skisick. See, this is why I didn't say it on Jason Skisick. This is why I didn't say it on the show, y'all, because I was like, I can't remember his name. Yeah, Jason Skisick. So y'all check him out, or check out the episode tonight, the GSL Talk Show, and everything like that. And yeah, there y'all go. Well, I'm gonna hold y'all up. Y'all have a wonderful Friday, and I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow, the Lord's will. Bye-bye.